Yeah. Boxing aficionados. What's up? What's going on? Hey, yo, check this out. What a day, what a day, what a weekend, what a weekend. Yeah. We're on the eve of a Lomachenko fight and another offering from the #1 promotional boxing company in the world, Top Rank. So here it is, baby. So, let me start off by wishing the one and only Bob Arum a very happy 90th birthday. So, I just want to take this time, a lot of people ask me, yo, why you like Top Rank so much, right? Why you like Top Rank so much? You're a fanboy. You're coon. You're this and that and the third. They call me everything but a child of God. So here it is, baby. Because this is the perfect reason why I respect and admire and am so fond of Top Rank boxing. So the thing about it is that for the most part, Top Rank's offerings always make sense. Each event, each fighter has some kind of storyline to it, right? It makes sense in the grander scheme of things. And you can follow along, and if you really pay attention, you can figure out what's going to happen, how's it going to happen, and why is it going to happen. Because when Top Rank does something, 90%, 95% of the time, it makes sense. Tomorrow night, for example, Richard Comey against Vasily Lomachenko. Now, here it is. Earlier this afternoon, I'm listening to Chris Mannix. The Chris Mannix podcast. On it, he has Keith Idec. Now, you would think that a Chris Mannix and a Keith Idec, right? Keith Idec, you would think that writers of that caliber, of that ilk, of that experience, right, would be able to formulate some insight behind events. But instead, what I heard from those two was questioning why Lomachenko would stay at 135. Oh, he should go down to 130 because there's no fights for him at 135. What's he going to do? You can't get Haney. He's with the zone. You can't get Kambosos because blah, 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 blah. And you can't get Tank because blah, 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 blah. All this negative stuff, right? To which that's coming from Chris Mannix. Then Keith Idec chimes in, well, I agree, but I talked to Lomachenko a couple of hours ago or yesterday, and he says that he has no plans to move down from 135. That's where he feels best at. I don't know. I agree with you, but this and that. And I'm thinking to myself, are these like renowned boxing writers? Are these two really got podcasts and are getting paid to write and talk and are personalities that represent, boxing from the journalistic aspect, the journalistic aspect of boxing? These are the representatives of that? Let me tell you something. Lomachenko Comey represents Kambosos' next opponent. I'm going to tell you again. The winner of Lomachenko Comey represents Kambosos' next opponent. Why? Because there's the WBO mandatory position is attached to that fight. Like, this isn't something that I had to research, right? This isn't something that I had to, I don't know, call people on and look behind the scenes and all that. This is verifiable information that's been put out by the WBO. Everybody and their cousin's mother knows that this is for the WBO mandatory. By the way, the WBO is the next one. It's the next one to have a turn at calling a mandatory on those unified titles at lightweight. So the fight has great importance. The fight has great importance. And it brings to a full circle and wraps up in a tight little bow the saga that took place between Lomachenko, Lopez, Comey, that's unfolded over the last year, right? Because Lopez had to get to Nakatani and Comey to get to Lomachenko, right? Lomachenko then couldn't get a rematch against Lopez. Lopez, for whatever reason, thinking he's going to get the bag instead of watching his health and acknowledging that he had no business at 135 any longer, right? Decides to take that opportunity to starve himself, beat himself into a position of vulnerability over a lousy payday that he could have made threefold had he just taken Top Rank's initial offering for a fight that was worthless against Kambosos. But that's neither here nor there. Point is that Lopez wouldn't give Lomachenko the rematch. But here is Lomachenko having to beat Nakatani and Comey to get to Kambosos to get those belts right back. It's wrapped up in a nice little bow. And that type of thing, that type of perfect symmetry happens a lot when you're dealing with Top Rank and the product that they put on the table all the time, right? Because they will fight mandatory. They will build a storyline. They'll make fights that make sense and go somewhere so that you can look at an event and then look at the box rec and see how you got there. They don't do things like Spence against Mikey the Weasel Garcia when you know that everybody and their mother wanted Spence and Crawford, right? They don't do things like that. Stupid things. Out of nowhere. Willy-nilly. Right? There's a rhyme and reason to everything that Top Rank does because there's a rhyme and reason to everything Bob Arum does. The man's about his business. The man's about putting the best product out there possible and then charging you, the public, for something worth paying for. That's why I'm so fond of Top Rank and the Top Rank product. It's, call me a coon, call me a fanboy, call me whatever the hell you need to call me to make yourself happy. It's neither here nor there. Change is nothing. I like quality. I have an eye for quality. I'm always going to be attracted to the best product in whatever genre. You understand? And Top Rank consistently puts that on the table over the last 55 years. You got to respect it. And I know what's going to happen, right? What's going to happen is when Bob Arum closes his eyes and they close the basket on Bob Arum, you're going to have all these writers that's always hated on his product and all these boxing pundits and these YouTubers giving Bob Bowers his flowers, right? Give him credit for what he's done. Recognizing the greatness of that man. I'd rather just give the man his flowers right now. Happy birthday, Bob. Thank you for the product you've been putting for the fans and boxing over the last nearly 60 years. When boxing needed a push during the lockdown, Top Rank gave it to you. You know, Shakur Stevenson for a belt got paid a lot of money during lockdown with no fans. Lomachenko Lopez happened during lockdown with no fans, right? That's the kind of product, and they didn't charge you pay-per-view. Meanwhile, you're out there celebrating Gervonta Cheek Davis against Isaac, who the fuck? And Mario, who the hell? You understand? So it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. You understand? I'm always going to pay homage to that respects the intelligence of the boxing fan, baby. You dig? Bob Arum again. Happy birthday. If you see the video, if not, fuck it. Next level boxing talk. Motherfuckers, I'm out. Peace. Top rank boxing, baby. Lomachenko, Kambosos. You heard it here first. Peace. I'm out.